Hey, this is Coach Marty,
And this is Lori.
and it's time for That Sports Couple.
What?
Brought to you by
Diamond Distributing.
Colonial Exterminating Company,
Edward Jones, C. Robert Hemel.
Wendy Benedetto, Matter in Blue,
Sports Pub, Dusterhand.
Adam Roussel, Riverbed, Chiropractic, River Parishes Trophies,
The Seafood Pod. Laplace Glassworks. Welcome to That Sports Couple podcast, your favorite River Parishes sports podcast with the two of us, knuckleheads. Me, Lori Lyons, the sports writer, and him, Marty Luquette, the longtime veteran coach who now Uber drives and has Mojo's mobile ministry.
The mumbler.
Yeah, he gets lost sometimes, but speak up. This is episode 15.
Tell me where to go.
Oh, good point. This is episode 15 of our little podcast, season 2, and it's week 15. It is dome week. Everybody's all excited. There's no schoolwork being done in certain schools. There's no tests being taken. There's no discipline.
It's really hard to get the kids to do work when they're going down the yellow brick road.
That's Riverside.
Riverside's got a yellow brick
road going. But there's a whole bunch of teams going to the Superdome. Congratulations, you made it, and all those other ones didn't.
16 teams go.
16
Only 3
teams,
days. some
some going for the first time. Iowa, I believe, is going for the first time. St. Aug has been to a championship, but it was played at Tag Gormley Stadium, not at the Superdome. And Gina, Robin Fambro wrote a very nice story today on Go Preps about Gina getting there, like the last person to leave, just turn out the lights. Been there. Yeah.
And then there's the New Orleans Classic Showdown.
Oh,
Carr and St. Aug.
Carr and St. Aug. I wonder which band will win.
I'm going with the Marching 100, which is really about 250.
Yeah, no, they marched in the Norco Christmas parade. Speaking of which, we survived through another Norco Christmas parade Sunday. It was fabulous. Good weather. We're a little worried about the rain, but it turned out very nice, very comfortable. We had a house full of people. I think we knew most of them. We had plenty of food. And it was a long day. It was a very long day. But we had a good time, and we had a bunch of kids rolling around.
It was great. Grandchildren were here, and family was here, and it was a good time.
Santa and Mrs. Claus.
They made a guest appearance.
They were in the house. It was fun. We had a good time, and we'll do it again next year for Sunday in December. It literally ends at our house. I did say at the end, can we move?
You did.
It is a lot of work. Preparing the food and preparing the house, and I did not clean as well this year as I usually do. I just said, you know what? You've been here before.
All right, 150 people are going to walk through your house. You don't have to have it clean. It's going to get there today.
It was tidy. Yeah.
It was nice until they got here.
It was fun, and we had a good time. And everything survived. Nothing got broken. And I ended up with a beautiful new Christmas tree tray that somebody brought something. If you want it back, come get it. If not, mine now.
If it's free, it's for me.
You can come get it next year. It'll be on the table with something on it. Anyway, that's it. So we made it through that. And so the Dome Week, look, I've been in the Superdome many times to cover many teams and many games on deadline in the Superdome, and it's fun. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but it's fun. Did a lot of walking back when I was young, and it is all that and everything it's supposed to be for all you high school kids to get to play in the Superdome, at least once in your life. It's fun, and it's a nice event. However, I'm old, and so is he. So we'll be watching from TV this year.
When I get old.
It took a while. But yeah, I don't want to do all that. I did all that walking Sunday. So, but we are going to a football game. Tell them.
We're heading, well, not this week.
No, next week.
But we are heading to Oxford.
Got my shirt ready.
We are heading to Oxford. I'm going to go get my shirt too.
What's
Tulane versus no.
I thought that was so cool. Yes, Tulane is playing Ole Miss without Lane Kiffin for what are they playing for? This is the playoff. Yeah.
College football
College football
And
playoff
the winner gets the play.
in the Sugar Bowl. I've been to a couple of those too.
I'm not sure the Sugar Bowl wants Tulane.
Why?
Well, I don't think too many people go fill hotel rooms.
That's a good point. But they will fill bars.
Yeah, they'll do that. And then it'll be fun, you know. And maybe more Georgia people show up or something. We'll see.
I don't know. Well, we're going to Tulane, see Tulane and No Lane play in Oxford next week. That'll be fun. And Tulane has a new coach. Took them a while, but they got a new coach.
They did. His press conference was impressive.
Yeah, very much so.
I loved it when he leads off with, well, I may not have been the first choice of everybody here, but I'm the best choice.
Oh, yeah. He certainly did not lack confidence.
No, he did not. And he was fabulous. And he obviously loves the city. You know, when he talked about the energy of the city, New Orleans wakes up ready to go. And if you don't know where to go for a party, look around because I got one somewhere.
I liked him. I liked what I saw. But more importantly, I liked what I saw when his name was announced by the athletic director the day before to the team, and they celebrated. That you didn't hear, oh, great, yeah. No, they were very thrilled, very excited, and that made me think, okay, this is the guy they want.
It's all about players. It's all about what the players, because and obviously the players like him a lot, and the staff likes him a lot. So it's going to be a quick, easy transition.
Everybody knows who he is.
And he's already on the field. So, it's not like I'll coach him after the playoff and who's going to coach? No, he's coaching now. He just has John Summerall there too, and of course next year he'll take over. We're all excited.
Did you see John Summerall's tweet this week? He said he had a picture of he's wearing a shirt that's half Tulane and half Florida, and it says two jobs, 2 phones, 2 hours of sleep.
Sounds about
right. Yeah. And look, and I think Will Hall had a really cool personality too. I think he's going to fit. I think he's going to fit well. So I'm excited. I'm still on the Tulane bandwagon, I think I will continue to roll away. Roll. Gotta get it right.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh. Anyway, but we're all about high school football. Congratulations, Riverside Academy and St. Charles Catholic made it to the Dome.
And St. Charles going to play a district opponent in Archbishop Shaw and Hank Tierney. And, I'm sure the 24-0 first time Hank Tierney didn't sit well. And he's a fabulous coach. And he'll come back with a different plan and a different attitude. And they'll come back. I just don't think they have enough to go to stop St. Charles. But
St. Charles has proven.
But you know what? On any given day, you got to beat them. And St. Charles, has proven it in the past, but they have to do it again on Friday night.
Well, St. Charles Catholic has I don't know. I don't even know if overachieved is the right word. They have proved all of their naysayers wrong several times this year. You think, oh, well, no, they, and every team that comes in, well, we have the best defense. Okay, sure. We have the best quarterback. Sure. We got to shut him down. We have the best running back. No. and they've done it without like big marquee players. Like they don't have a name player. They have a bunch of guys who just get it done and get it done well. And
well, I mean, inside the program, they know.
That's all that matters.
And they know that as a group they play really well, and that's all that really.
And they got Wayne Stein, who Wayne has proved to be the man in St. Charles Catholic. I don't even know how many times he's taken this team or this school to championship games in baseball and in football. Somebody added it up. I think it was 7 out of 9 years or something like that.
Suddenly a rock star. Isn't he?
Yes, he is, and he's a cool dude. We like him, and he's been on our podcast. And even this is I'm gonna let myself out today. Even when I was at Riverside and he made it to the championship in baseball, I texted him and I said, "Yeah, I know I'm supposed to be a rebel and all that now, but go Comets." I always rooted for him and wanted his team to do well. And I know there were certain St. Charles Catholic people who thought, "Oh, he doesn't like us." That was so stupid. And I can say that now because I don't work. I'm retired.
Yep.
I never had anything ever against any school in the River Parishes. I was always rooting for them to do well. Always. Well, sometimes I was like, could y'all win and get this game over? But I never rooted against them ever.
And you were there when things were really rocking too.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And, all the schools were making trips every other year, or every third year.
Yeah. We had Hornville, Destrehan. We didn't have Hornville, Destrehan the same year, but we had Hornville, St. James, and West St. John the year of our wedding, I think. like really?
It was not unusual to have 3 there.
No. I looked it up. I don't remember having 4, but we've had 3.
And we were close. I mean, St. James is a quality team.
And they got to the semifinals and lost to Sterlington, which they've had so much history with. 1 year Sterlington wins and 1 year St. James wins. And this year Sterlington must have a really, really good team because they pretty much bashed St. James last week.
And we're going to see the same thing when we get to talking about Riverside, teams meeting each other multiple times over the years.
Well, we especially once you split everybody up into these mini brackets, you're going to play the same teams over and over and over.
Well, it doesn't matter whether you split them up into mini brackets or not. The best teams end up in the dome or in the semis.
An occasional Cinderella.
Very seldom does a team sneak in there without real talent. It just happens that way, and that's why you see the same teams over and over and over again. Because the program knows how to win.
Like Destrehan in baseball.
Yeah. And the program knows how to win, and they get it done. And you're going to see that over and over again. When we only had 4 teams, we only had four groups. We all played together. Same teams were in.
Good point.
Still West Monroe and Acadiana, and Destrehan,
I think the small St. James,
Oak Grove,
West St. John. Yeah, absolutely.
And that's just what it was, and it still is, and so it is what it is, and the teams that deserve to be there are there.
Yep.
And now it's time to tee it up, and we've talked about it numerous times. I'm not going to go through it again, but when you get to the last day, you're good enough to win. Now, you prepare them and you turn them loose. And if they play to their abilities, you win. When they make mistakes and they freeze up or the other team just plays better, you're going to lose. It's whoever plays best on that day.
The Saints proved that on Sunday, didn't they?
On that day.
Well, we got 2 teams in the dome. Look out. Riverside and St. Charles, the River Parish, St. John Parish, the East Bank of St. John Parish. Here we go. Riverside gets things started Thursday, so we're going to drop this on Thursday, so you don't have to wait. Thursday at 3:30, correct? Against Ascension Catholic. And boy, are they familiar with one another. Last year, in 2024, Riverside lost to Ascension Catholic in the quarterfinals 40-35. In 2022, Ascension Catholic beat Riverside in the regionals 38-31. And if you want to go all the way back to 2019, before Lee Russo got there, Ascension Catholic beat Riverside 55-20. Riverside, it's your turn. You're due. Let's go.
In every program, there's that team that you have trouble, that you always seem to find in the playoffs.
St. James Sterlington?
And you got to try to get St. James and Sterling, kind of one good example, but you always have, when I was at Old Perry Walker, it was Bel Air out of Baton Rouge. We met them 3 times in a row in the playoffs, lost to them all 3 times. The next year, we're back again. They made an extra district. We didn't have to play, and we make the tournament. And it's when I was at Destrehan, it was Jesuit. It didn't matter where you met them because you're going to meet them eventually because you're both going to be there when they're down to 4 teams. And there was a good chance you're going to meet them there, and we met them a lot. And we beat them a couple times, but they beat us a lot more than we beat them. And that's what makes for a nemesis. And we were Barbs.
Oh yeah.
Barb would roll through and catch Destrehan and lose. And there was no rhyme or reason for that. That's what I said, Jesuit was mine.
Yeah.
And right now, in the way that's been the last couple of years, when Riverside didn't play Ascension Catholic, they make the dome.
Correct.
So now they're going to play in the dome.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I mean, don't you want to play? You don't want to play, the worst team. You want to play a team. You want to earn it, right?
And they've earned it.
Yes.
Both teams have earned it.
Yes,
They're both
indeed.
very, very good.
They
Scored a lot of points. And Riverside has lots of weapons. Riverside's got a really good chance to win this game. I'm not trying to say Ascension Catholic isn't good. They are.
Yeah. And earn the dome.
But Lee, this is the year, baby. Let's go.
We'll be rooting for you from our sofa tomorrow, or today. But we'll be rooting for you anyway.
Then you go to Friday's game and you get St. Charles and Shaw.
And that's a rematch too.
Hall of Fame coaches.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Wayne's young, but there's no way he can't miss now. Eventually, he's going to be, Louisiana high school Hall of Fame coach.
I'll go there.
Whether it's through the high school association, what I'm talking about, or through the Louisiana Sports Writers, he's gonna be a Hall of Fame coach. Just in the 7 championships he's already won. I mean,
2 sports.
In 2 sports. Nobody else is doing that.
Yeah.
But here he is today. This time he's going to go into the dome as the favorite.
Yes.
There's going to be no, you can't hide here. You are the guy. And
you already beat Shaw once, 24-0, correct?
And once again, you don't know. I mean, you don't know what Shaw was dealing with injury-wise then, or something might have been going on. You just don't know what was going on behind the scenes. Nobody's writing about it because they're not going to tell you about it. And then, because it sounds like you whine it. Oh, yeah, we lost, but our defensive backs were out, and our linebacker had stubbed his toe before the game, and the quarterback.
That's what y'all sound like, coaches. I want you to know.
The quarterback had diarrhea. I mean, come on, man. You don't want to do that. You just say, hey, look, it wasn't our day. It wasn't our day. And that's why, because all those things happen. But we'll just see what happens this week. But obviously they're both going to be very well prepared, ready to go Friday night at 7:30.
Well coached, well played. And no weather. No weather to worry about.
No.
There you go.
And that was something JT talked about on the Friday night football show. He said, it's a great venue. They very seldom get a chance to play there, and the weather is not going to be a defining factor.
Right.
As his defensive back slipped down in the rain
yeah.
to get beat by St. O.
Right. Yeah.
He didn't say that he didn't put those two in the same sentence, but that's essentially what he was saying. And this guy could have fell down in the dome too, but I don't know.
And also all of these teams are familiar with the dome. And we've talked about this on the podcast before, that there are some teams that when they get there for the first time and they have, they've never been there or it's been a long time, they get in there and the Superdome is like Mecca. And they walk in and they see the lights and they see the fleur-de-lis everywhere and all the seats, and they get a little stage struck. And sometimes teams don't handle that well. And they lose it in the lights. We saw one coach who kept seeing himself on the big screen, and every time they would show him on the big screen, he would stop coaching. He would stop talking to his team because he didn't want to be on the big screen, and he'd be like, and it freaked him out. and it affected his game. And we've seen that a couple of times too. So sometimes the arena does affect things.
Well, even at the next level, John Summerall was talking about trips they've made, and that Ole Miss is an easier trip because they played there this year.
Mhm.
They know what the locker room looks like. They know the route to the field. They know when the other team's going to come out, so you don't cross over each other. They know a lot of things that are going to happen because they've been there for the last 2 years, and now this is the third time in 2 years. Where he talked about going to Temple where they had never been, and they got off the plane, they took the bus and went right to the stadium so they could walk around in it. It's because they played in the same stadium that the Eagles play in. So they wanted them to see it, see how big it is, hear it, without a crowd in it. And just to get a feel for what the place was like, check the locker room, how we're going to walk out. If you're prepping all the way down to how you walk out the locker room, you're a pretty good coach.
Oh, yeah.
You're a pretty good coach. You're not leaving any detail,
You used to practice the national anthem, didn't
We
you?
did. We practiced how to stand, what we were going to do, how we're going to act,
Those details are important.
They are. They are. Didn't practice the dog pile like you wanted
I
me to,
keep
but
saying, because they have forgotten how to do it. And football teams don't really dogpile that
never.
much.
No, you don't see that.
Not too much. It's a baseball.
But it's going to be a great slate of games.
So just to talk about the other games, in case you need the information, Thursday's lineup begins at noon. God, the poor sports writer. But if you know a sports writer, if you see a sports writer, if you bump into one, be nice to them. They're going to be there from noon till probably 1 a.m. It's a long day, and the air conditioning is on, and it's going to be free. So be nice to your favorite sports writer. Anyway, they start.
And then after the first day, they get to turn and do it again.
Do it again. There you go.
Saturday's short. Only 2 games.
There have been games that didn't even start until midnight, and I was there for it. Anyway, all right, Thursday, noon, Haynesville plays Mangum for the Division IV non-select title.
Once again, talking about teams.
Been there before. At 3:30, Riverside Academy versus Ascension Catholic for the Division IV select title. Then at 7 p.m., which is probably going to be 8:30 or 9, really, Dunham and Calvary Baptist. God, how many times did I cover Calvary Baptist?
If it starts late, it won't end till midnight.
Oh, I know.
Because those two both slow it ever down. So that clock is going to stop.
Oh, I could hear Bummer. The late, great Bill Bummer. Jesus, can they run the ball? That's the Division III Select Championship. Then Friday, everybody gets to go back and do it again. Beginning at noon, North DeSoto versus Iowa. It's pronounced Iowa. Division II non-select championship. And then at 3:30, Gina plays Sterlington for the Division III non-select championship. Then the Comets take over, 7 p.m., probably 8:30. St. Charles Catholic versus Archbishop Shaw.
Plenty of time to sit outside and have a few toddies right there.
They're not going to do that. No.
Either will Riverside the day before. They'll be there at 9 in the morning.
No, indeed not. That's
Gyre will.
That's for the Division II Select Championship. Then Saturday at noon, Ruston versus Washita Parish for the Division I non-select championship. And the grand finale, Battle of the Bands at 3:30, Edna Carr versus St. Aug for the Division I select championship. And Robert Valdez, Marty Luquette taught him everything he knows back when he was.
No, I taught him everything I know. He knows a lot more than I know.
He was the offensive lineman at Perry Walker.
One of my guys.
But I remember walking up to him. He became the coach at West St. John first. And I walked up to him and I said, here's my husband. And he made me wait to do my interview so he could hug his old coach.
That's my coach.
That's my coach. Yeah.
Robert's great.
We get that a lot.
And Robert's a great person.
Yes.
And he's going to do fabulous things with that group. He's teaching them how to be successful, how to be disciplined, and who knows what that, St. Aug's always had great athletes. What turns him around? Well, he's doing a great job, 12-1 in the dome, playing playing against Carr. The irony of this classic is the last 3 games are all district.
Oh, yeah.
You know, St. Charles and Shaw on Friday night, and then Ruston and Ouachita is on the first game on Saturday, and then St. Aug and Carr. Those are all district rematches. So it'll be interesting to see what, kind of effect that has. Can you beat somebody twice? How hard is it to beat somebody twice?
That used to come up a lot. Yes, can you beat somebody twice? And sometimes they do. Sometimes the other team figures it out. Okay, well this is what we got to do different next time.
The tendency is to say, well, it worked so well, we're going to do it again.
But you can't.
That's exactly what you do, though. It works so well, we're going to do it again. Well, the other team makes changes. I think it's a disadvantage to be ahead at halftime because you're in there going, hey, y'all doing great. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. And the other guy's over there on the board. He's making changes and we got to do this. We got to close this down. We got that. Well, a second game is the same thing. How hard is it going to be for Coach Stein to sell his players the idea that this is going to be close? Okay. Same thing with Carr. I watched an interview with the Carr kids, and they went, yeah, it'll be fun to play against St. Aug. Hey, 2 black schools. That's what he said.
He said that, yeah.
Yeah, 2 black schools. That'll be fun. He wasn't giving St. Aug a boxer's chance at beating them. They ain't beating us. Well, we ain't going to discuss them beating us.
I read you the tweet earlier that James Madison University tweeted out today. Hey, those Ducks are pretty good. They play Oregon in the playoff. Those Ducks are pretty good. They might have a chance to beat us. It's reverse psychology. Yeah. I mean, I've talked about this before. Coaches used to say, "Oh, we don't have a chance. We're going to get killed. We don't have an offense. They're fast. They're bigger than us. They're stronger than us." And then you pick that team to lose, and then he goes in the locker room and says, "Look, they don't think you can win."
Well, I mean, I had a game against Wayne Brunfield in Thibodeau. He said, look, it's going to be a big crowd. I want you to pull your bus up right to the spot, and then you all get off, and then we'll take care of you from there. And then he told his team, they're arrogant. They're going to pull their bus up right here. They think they own this place. Watch, and they're going to pull their bus right here, and that's disrespecting us. Right after he told me where to put them. No, absolutely. We're great. They beat us too, 6-4.
All right, one more thing before we say farewell and have a wonderful Dome experience. Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Marty Leggett and I will be married 31 years. And they said it wouldn't last. No, really, my mom said it wouldn't last.
31 years.
Go ahead and marry him. You'll be divorced in a year. True story.
31 years adds up to the best 5 years of my life. Shouldn't have said that.
No.
That didn't go well.
And Monday is actually the anniversary of our engagement because we had already picked the date. We had already planned the wedding. Well, not planned the wedding, but we picked the date and December 17th, 1994. But on December 16th, I was still not engaged, technically.
Well, in 93.
In 93.
Yeah.
Correct. So
she said, if I don't ask her today,
I'm not going to cancel it.
She's canceling it.
I said, you better ask us. We had a party, a countdown party on December 17th, 1993, countdown a year till the wedding, but he hadn't asked me yet.
I thought the party was going to be the party.
I thought it was too. I thought you were going to get down on one knee at the party in front of everybody, but no.
You said I waited until the party, you get rid of me.
No. Wait.
Yes, you did.
No, he took me. It was 22 degrees outside. He told me to dress up. We were going to dinner, and he took me to City Park.
Right. Put her up on the carousel horse, so I didn't have to kneel down.
Old knees.
And asked her to marry me in front of all the freezing people on the carousel horse.
And there was a lady behind us going, they just got engaged.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
I have carousel horses all over.
Carousel horses
everywhere. Good thing you didn't do it on the train.
Yes.
Little train.
Yeah, you didn't do it on a donkey.
or the whale. Whale. And then, because then our daughter got engaged 2 years ago at City Park, and I said, "Oh, I hope he does it in the whale," but he didn't. He thought about it, he said, but he did it in.
It would have been a whale of a good story.
Lord help me. How did I last 31 years? Anyway, happy anniversary to be next week. I hope you take me somewhere nice.
City Park.
Hope it doesn't rain or 22 degrees.
Doesn't matter.
And then you're taking me to Oxford.
Oxford.
Are you going to write on the window, just
No.
married? Oh, come on.
No.
He used to do that. He used to be a romantic. Every year he would write, just married 28 years, 29 years, 30 years.
Yeah.
I want a divorce.
Oh, great one.
Yeah, you would be so lost without me and you know it.
Yep, that's what they keep telling me. At least you keep telling me.
All right, that's it. Happy Dome. Congratulations to Riverside and St. John's Catholic. And good luck. Do I say good luck? Not break a leg. Good luck to both of you. Bring that championship home to St. John the Baptist Parish. We're rooting for you. I am rooting for my former students at Riverside Academy, and I am also rooting for Thomas and Wayne's time. Hope y'all do it.
Well, see you next week. And all I can tell you is that I love her. Love you too.
You love each other.
It's our sign off, baby.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Brought to you by Colonial Exterminating Company, a local family-owned company that will help you get rid of your termites, pests, and rodents. They're a Christ-based company looking forward to serving you.
Brought to you by Robert Hemel at Edward Jones Investing on Belterre Boulevard in LaPlace. Trust Robert with all your investment needs. Brought to you by LaPlace Glassworks, your trusted local glass company since 1984. Give us a break. We'll fix it.
Hey, Lori.
Yeah.
Any jokes?
I do. You ready?
Sure.
Hey, Marty.
Yeah, Lori.
What is the hardest part about football?
I don't know what.
The ground.